Welcome to 4Play's World. You are now watching the playground.
What's up, channel? This is 4Play from Team Envyus, and this is the Playground episode 2. This is the second side of the first episode, so if you didn't get a chance to watch the first episode, go watch that first. It'll be in the box below, titled Playground Episode 1. This is the second episode of Firing Range CTF from the Op 40 spawn. Basically, StainV is off the break, going to try to push 10 to try to control anybody stopping an early rush. What Leverage is going to do is try to control jungle side just from before. If you're playing this side from a more defensive standpoint and you do have a lead, some say you have an advantage, but I still think it's definitely difficult to try to hold on to that lead without trying to get any type of caps back. StainV picks up a huge kill there because I feel if he didn't get that kill, Leverage would have been set up or at least had two people on the jungle side ready. Stain looks like he's going to go top back house here, but he doesn't because he wants to make sure that Leverage isn't committing quick enough. So Stain's going to post up and then eventually try to push up. As you can tell here, the flag is pulled. Fears is going to pick up an easy kill because, yes, he is camping. And sometimes that's what you got to do, especially against better teams. A team like this, Leverage, you have to make them make mistakes just because they're so highly gun skilled. And not that Envy isn't, but what you want to do is make the other team make a mistake and then capitalize. On this side, you're going to want to push up the jungle side and control top wood almost the whole game if you can, and force them to spawn at the C dom while yet again, yes, you have a guy in the cuts just like from before. So what Stain's going to do is instead of pushing for the cap originally, he's going to wait until someone commits, just like Scump did there. Once Scump commits, now he can pull the flag. Granted, he's stunned, but at least now Leverage has to commit back towards their flag or run to the cuts. That was a huge kill there on Bobby because now the jungle's open, and as you can tell, somebody else is getting cuts. Right there with Stro. Stro dies, but Terror has the C dom cut off, and I think Fears is in the middle alley, which is good. So Terror gets the kill there, and Stain has a cap. To cap that early on the bad side is really good because now they're up 3-1. With them being up 3-1, you should see more of a defensive play style until once again Leverage makes a mistake. If Leverage doesn't make any mistakes and they can push the jungle side correctly, then Envy is going to be in a definite amount of trouble because you can cap anywhere from 4 to 5 flags, counter caps over and over if you're playing against a really good team. With StainV being outshot there by Scump, Scump's doing a great job of pushing up the jungle, like we talked about in episode 1, and more than likely they're having somebody slide, beat on. With Scump taken out in red room, Stain's going to be able to slide and watch the middle of the map, and he's going to try to sit bottom 10 for a little bit and try to control the C-Dom spawn as well as the C-Dom truck. He doesn't want to look at that spawn because it's going to force a jungle spawn towards the other way, and the Envy guys will be spawning towards C-Dom. That's not what he wants. So with Stain controlling top 10, he's going to make sure nobody sits in the head glitch as well as goes back trailer. As you can tell, with him nading in trailer, his primary objective is to just kill the guy in the trailer and then probably post up in there for a little bit. If he can get into the trailer while the other guys are pushing up the jungle, then he'll be in prime position to set up and make the Leverage guys spawn C. The biggest thing you want to do on this side is keep flooding the jungle until it opens. Not too many people should run up C-Dom or even commit towards C-Flag at all. If you spawn or happen to spawn in the bunker, then make sure you're aware that there is going to be a guy bottom 10 or a guy in trailer, just as if it was the other side. What you want to do when you're making strats for this side, if you are up, it's okay to camp that flag. Basically what you want to do is just play for the win no matter what. Because it's so easy for teams to counter cap, especially on this side. And if they're capping like 2 flags in a row, all of a sudden we're going to have a tied game. What you're going to want to do here though is, if you are Envy, you want to make sure that you push as fast as you can towards the trailer. If you're gonna go, then you have to commit. You can't half-ass it and stay in between because it won't do anything. If you do happen to get forced a C dom spawn or a C bunker, if you want to call it, and there's nothing really you can do, you need to make sure that you only give up 1 cap. A lot of teams don't pull the flag back trailer side like Leverage is doing or did there, but a lot of teams will try to go up the jungle, and sometimes that'll happen. But the biggest thing that you want to do, and a lot of teams make the mistake, is they give up more caps than they should. It's okay to give up 1 cap every now and again, especially if there's nothing you can do, but you want to set up to where a team can't do it twice on you. And how you do that is just run back to the flag while the other guys are setting up for the cutoffs. And then that'll force the team to commit down, make the mistake, and then you can take them out. With this game being, I think, still 3-1 at the moment, it was a pretty good game by Envy. I think that this is a prime example of how you can slay and how you can get cutoffs And hopefully it's broken down to you so it doesn't look like people are just running around anymore. In my opinion, this is the bad side of the map. Every map has a bad side, and a lot of the times you'll see a strat based around the good side, to where if you get the good side first, then you'll try to get up, like, let's say 4-0, 4-1. As long as you're just leading at all, to where the bad side, you can play defensive and campy. Maps like Hanoi CTF, Summit CTF, and when Villa was around, they all kind of had like a bad generic side that you would want to do that on. For the OBJ players on that side, do not get frustrated because you can't get pulls. Sometimes if your slayers aren't doing work, then it's going to be hard for you to get pulls. The support players, make sure you focus on your cutoffs. Try to always be near the OBJ. If the flag is down and you can pull it, definitely pick that up and help him, especially on a map like that where it's more fast paced. And the slayers, just do work. Make sure you post up. A lot of slayers, I noticed, have a tendency to just have concrete shoes and not move. If you are that type of slayer and you feel that you're not doing a good job of moving, then try to move a little bit more. You'll notice StainV is more of a patient slayer. He'll wait for other teams to make mistakes, and then he'll move around. So just be careful about what you do. But this is the PlayyGround episode 2. As always, I hope this is helping, and take care.